following contest from Denver, Colorado, weighing in at Little Howie John.
Oh, I can't wait to see this one. Of all the superstars on the roster, this guy is amongst the hardest working. That goes without saying.
Definitely shout out to Don Chaos. We know you got our back, and we got your back too, man. Denver, Colorado all day, brother. We're definitely going to hook up with you. Much love to Carnival Spirits for putting us on as well on this YouTube, man.
Shout out to you, Don Chaos, for, what is this, episode like 126 or something like that?
Yes, sir.
You've been putting in work, bro. Respect. Y'all doing some shit for the community and the fam out there. Appreciate it. So just keep doing what y'all doing, you know what I mean?
Congrats to Don Chaos for 1,000 subscribers. Whoop, whoop.
Keep it going, man.
Congratulations, Don Chaos. Yes, keep it going, man. Good luck to you, fucking Don Chaos. And fucking hell yeah on your 1,000 fucking followers.
You know who it is. It's Ouija Mac, bitch. Shout out to Carnival Spirits. And fucking shout out to Don Chaos one time. You know what's going on.
This is my brother. Everyone, Don Chaos and Brother Lynch Hung here.
Yeah, and Carnival Spirits, what's up, man? Don Chaos, what's up? It's your boy, Brother Lynch Hung. We out here tonight. Let's
Fuego Flames and my nigga Don Chaos. What's going on, B? It's my brother right here, my boy. Excuse the left, excuse the left.
Yo, what up, y'all? This is Don Chaos, and I'm with a very legendary man. Go ahead and introduce yourself. Hey, Sean. Yeah, we at the gathering, y'all.
podcast/radio show of the year. This one's always controversial. Coming in number one, we got Hours of Chaos with Don Chaos. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, there. Congratulations, man. Don Chaos, Hours of Chaos.
Yo, 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 yo. What is good, everyone? You guys already know who this is. This is Mr. D to the O to the N to the C to the H to the A to the O to the S. Your friendly neighborhood JUGGALO, the Karma Millionaire. If you don't know, now you know. And if you still don't know, chat, let them hear it. We are live everywhere. Of course, tonight we are going to be joined by our guest, Doc Gruesome, who is in the green room right now waiting for us. So we are just going to jump right to it, y'all. So let's bring him on. Man.
Yo, it's good.
What's up? How you doing?
Good, my brother. How you doing?
Good. Thank you for joining the show.
Yeah, of course. Thank you for having me on.
Hell yeah. So what we do, like when we have you on the show, is you just give a little brief introduction, who you are, and then like a little brief history, and then we will like ask with more of the questions that we usually ask our guests.
Okay, yeah. Sounds good. So my name is Doc Gruesome. I'm from Reno, Nevada. I'm part of the group Cerberus Click and Ill Tricks. I'm a graphic designer, producer, rapper, everything. A little bit of everything. But yeah, man, I'm just out here putting in work.
Hell yeah. And how long have you been doing music?
Fuck. I've been doing shows and stuff for probably, let me see, probably since like probably like 10 years.
Yeah, and I've been watching what you guys are doing, and I love what you guys are doing. I think that's dope.
Yeah, thank you, bro. I appreciate it. Yeah, that's the crazy thing is the shit that's really popping, the Doc Gruesome and the Cerberus shit. I've only been doing that for like a year.
I know, and that shit's blowing up, so just keep it up.
Appreciate you, bro. Will do.
Yeah, you got our support here on the Hours of Chaos podcast.
Fuck yeah. No, I appreciate that, man. That shit means a lot to me. Like everybody who that's why we put on so fucking hard and try to make everything we do quality and try to go all out on every fucking thing we do. It's because like our fans mean the world to us, you know.
Exactly, and this is like a really great podcast that's like literally dedicated to the underground. So it's a great podcast for that.
Yeah. Yeah, no, definitely.
And my lady says she really loves your mask.
Thank you so much. Yeah, it's gnarly.
Who designed that for you?
Ron Sambo does all my shit.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Yeah, he does all my replicas, all my masks, all everything.
So yeah, I guess we'll also get started. Is like when you started coming up with music, did you go by other aliases or did you always go by Doc Gruesome? And if you have, how'd you come up with that name?
Yeah, I used to be called Freak Show.
Mm-hmm.
Like just some old juggalo shit, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But then I moved on from that, wanted to be more original, kind of do my own thing. And I was looking for a new name, and my brother Effect, R.I.P. Effect, he passed away, and that was like my best friend for like 10 or 11 years. Like we didn't go a day without seeing each other, you know what I mean? So he was like talking about wanting to change his name and shit too before he passed away. And he like tossed around the Doc Gruesome idea a little bit, you know what I mean? And I was like, yeah, that's fucking sick, bro. And we were like talking about it, and he was like iffy about it because he was like, I just don't want it to like stick me in a certain type of music, like making dark shit, you know what I mean? Because he liked to do other different type of shit too, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And so he was like back and forth about it, but then he passed away. And so I was looking for a new name, and I was like, well, you know, nothing's gonna mean more to me than this now. So it's a way for me to like bring honor to the name that he never got to give to himself. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, that's a great way of doing that.
Yeah, facts.
And then what was like the first song that you remember hearing that like got you like into the wicked shit or the horrorcore scene that like grasped your attention?
Fuck, man. I was probably I've always been super like musically inclined, you know, like really into all different types of shit. But my older brother, was always into like anything, you know, underground or juggalo or whatever, you know what I mean? So he really, like when I was super younger, I liked listening to like Dr. Dre and Eazy-E and Ice Cube, Big L, and Big Pun and shit like that, you know. So when I was super younger, I think I got a hold of like his Ringmaster CD or something.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, okay, this is fucking dope, you know. And then I just really started getting into shit like all over the place. But I couldn't really pick a song. But I think the first album I saw that really gravitated me towards the underground was Ringmaster.
Yeah, that's still considered a Juggalo classic.
Yeah, totally. Not my favorite ICP album to this day, but it was definitely the first one.
Yeah, Dead One, that song still like gives me like chills in a good way. And it's even though that song came out in '94, it's still dark as shit.
Oh yeah, and like there's a bunch of fucking Mr. Johnson's Head, like there's a bunch of crazy shit on that album that's super good, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that was probably the first thing I really saw that got me into like really dark, wicked shit. Because I don't know, I was always more gravitated towards like rock and metal. You know what I mean? Like, and this is when I was super duper young, like maybe like 7 or 8, like when I really started like just researching a bunch of different music. But I was really into like Slipknot and Mudvayne and, you know, just all types of shit like that. Like if you looked weird, I'd fuck with you. You know what I mean? So of course, when I saw my brother getting into ICP and all that shit, and Tech Nine, Twisted, and all them, I was like, this shit's fire too. So
Oh yeah. There's just something about like the wicked shit that I think that gravitates towards people. It really like where gangster rap will perceive society in a very dark light, but I always say horrorcore like perceives society in a very dark, like a form of a horror movie.
yeah. Well, see, and that's the thing about my music is I really like to mix a lot of the shit I grew up on and shit I listen to now and just like all different types of shit and try to create my own style, So I do a lot of horrorcore, but I don't do a lot of horror. Like I do some, but I don't do a lot of horrorcore that's like storytelling horrorcore. You know what I mean? Like classic
Exactly.
horrorcore. I talk about a lot of fucked up shit, but it's a lot of shit that I've like seen or been through in my life. You know what I mean? So
exactly.
it's kind of a mix of like both of those. Kind of a mix of like gangster rap, like seeing like storytelling your life, but also a mix of like horror tour because it's like really in a really like fucked up light. And I definitely have like horrific themes and a lot of different shit.
So it could almost be like some Edgar Allan Poe type shit or something.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But as far as like killing people or shit, I ain't not here, But
I like diversity in artists. I think if an artist is more diverse, that's always a good thing. Like Tech Nine, I just don't view him as an artist. A rapper. I call him an artist because he can do a rock song. He can straight up sing. He can just do anything. And I think that's why a lot of us love ICP because they're so diverse too.
Yeah, and that's how I try to be too. I have a bunch of different songs that are all over the place. I try not to just stick in one style. I think that shit's whack.
And I think it's cool. Like I remember back in the day, people were more diverse with their style. And then years ago, people were starting to sound the same. And now that diversity is like coming back and people are like finding their own sound that makes them unique and stuff. I think that's cool.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I feel like right now, there's definitely some people coming up that are kind of really unique, but there's also a lot of people that just sound like every other person. Like there's so many people that try to sound like Suicide Boys, Lil Peep, you know what I mean? Like ICP. It's just like there's so many copycats that it's fucking ridiculous. Kind of like undershines all of the real talent that's in the underground right now.
I know. It's like it's one thing if you want to pay homage to those people, but don't try to be them. Be your own self. It's like with sports. You have LeBron James. He's trying too hard to be Michael Jordan. It's like, sorry, James, you'll never be Michael Jordan. Sorry.
Yeah. Like, don't try to make music and sound like this person. And even if you have one song where you're like, I'm influenced by this song, by this person, I want to make a song like that. Don't make every fucking song like that. You know what I mean? Like, find your own fucking lane, bro. That's what I try to do.
Exactly. I have homies that have done that. Like, they'll do their own style, but then they'll, like, pay homage to, like, what they influence. Like, I had a homie. He only did, like, one real ICP cover song, and it was his cover of Dead Body Man, and then he hasn't done anything else since then.
Yeah. See, and that's the thing. If you want to do something like that, like, because I did Misery, you know what I mean? Like, I grew up on Deftones, and I love that fucking song. So I wanted to pay homage to that song, you know what I mean? So I tried to, like, take it, make it my own, you know what I mean? But, yeah, I don't have any problem with that. But when you center yourself around trying to sound like somebody else, hoping that you'll grab it, like, gain their audience and pop is fucking whack to me.
Exactly. As Jay said, people who ride the Juggalo escalator, basically.
Yeah, exactly. And even not just Juggalos, bro. It's everywhere. You know what I mean? Like, I do a lot of trap shows. I do a lot of metal shows. I do a lot of all over the place shit. You know what I mean? Because I'm not strictly just the Juggalo artist. You know what I mean? Like,
exactly. You do a bit of everything. I've heard your music. I like it.
Yeah, and I got nothing but love for Juggalos. You know what I mean? And I am one and always will be one. But the thing is I don't want to get cornered in one market. You know what I mean? Like, I like to branch out. Like you said, I make songs of all different places. So it's like, I'm not going to corner myself into one thing and like shut doors for myself for no reason. You know what I'm saying? I got love for everybody.
Exactly. I'm the same here. Like, that's why I like to have this show, because I like to promote people that are artists. I'll even promote people that are music directors or film directors. You know, I'm trying to get diverse with my guests, which is cool.
Yeah, no, that's super cool.
Because not
You
only
gotta
is
show
there
love
like
all over the
talented
place.
music artists in our scene, there's also like good actual artists and graphic designers.
Well, that's the thing. There's a lot of people all over this scene making it happen. Like all the artists you see, they have videos and art and production and engineering and all of these things that are behind the scenes, merch, people, you know, all of that shit. So it's like there's a lot of people behind the scenes of your favorite artist doing these things. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Talented people.
Yeah, and Scums even told me many times, he's like, you know, it's not just us artists that help play our role. It's like, it's you guys that allow us to come on your shows and help promote us, that help us out too.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. That's why every time someone's like, "Thank you for being on," I'm always like, "Thank you for having me." You know what I'm saying? I love doing like talking to people. Like as long as I'm not busy and have time to make it work, bro. Like I try to get it in. You know what I'm saying? Because you're willing to help me spread my message and vice versa. You know.
Yeah, my fiance said she's looking forward to hearing that Deftones cover. She loves Deftones.
It's out right now on YouTube. Gruesome Misery. I had to pull it down off of streaming because the sample got pulled, but it's like one of my favorite songs I've ever done in my life. And it's with this shirt and all that shit's for.
So yeah, like tell us about like the new album a little bit.
Yeah, so self-titled just dropped. It's fucking crazy, man. The reactions are fucking crazy. The pre-orders were crazy. I got mad love for everybody who's fucking showing love to it. Um, but yeah, I got a lot of cool features on there, a lot of homies on there, a lot of cool shit. But honestly, I fucking am on to the next, bro. Like I'm excited that's out. Everybody go grab it. Everybody go get it. .gruesome.com. You know what I'm saying? But I have like 7 albums dropping, and then like Cerberus Click has albums lined up all the way until August of next year. Every single month, a different album.
And I think that's cool that a lot of labels are starting to do that, because that's now the new age of music. You got to constantly put something out, whether it's an album, an EP, mixtape, a single. You have to like constantly be pushing stuff out. It's not like when we were younger where you may wait a year or two for someone to drop an album. Now you have to just put something out like that.
And yeah, even then, like people still do that, but you got to be bigger to do that, man. You can't give people time to forget you nowadays. Like the attention span is short with people.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So
it is.
Yeah, you really just gotta drop as consistently as you can, but like good product. If you're just dropping ass all the time, nobody's gonna give a fuck.
Exactly. I tell people you got to put that product out, and then you got to like go and like promote that product that you're doing.
Yeah, and put anybody who thinks that they're gonna fucking go and just make it big without putting any time or money into yourself, you're tripping.
Exactly. Like I tell people, everyone starts from the bottom that some way or form. ICP started out as just this little local group, and then they worked their way up. Even Tech 9 did. Everyone starts out at the bottom somewhere down the line.
Yeah, that's the thing, man. You all gotta, but you're only as low on the totem pole as you present yourself to be. You know what I mean? Like, put in the work to make yourself be professional.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the thing. A lot of people just want things to come to them. They think they're going to be talented at making music, and that's enough. And that's nowhere near enough. There's a billion people that are talented that are trying to do music, and there's another billion that are not talented trying to do music. So it's like you're a dime a dozen, homie. Like you need to set yourself apart from all these people. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
A lot of people don't understand that or aren't willing to put in the work to do it. You know what I mean? Especially when music's just like a side hobby for most people.
Exactly. I'm trying to like make this podcasting thing like a very serious thing, and I've been actually doing pretty good about it. I've been doing it for like 5 years.
Fuck yeah. Yeah, that's what's up, homie.
And then what is some music you actually remember hearing a lot that you were growing up, like a lot of people, of course, listen to music that their family listened to. Like, what's the first like piece of music that you remember that grasped your attention in general?
Probably Corn.
Fuck yeah.
I've always like Corn is always just I don't know. I really like the sound and vibe and feel of Corn. So that was probably one of the first things I listened to where I was like, yo, what the fuck? You know what I mean? That was like that was kind of my own thing. Like my dad was a rocker, you know, he listened to a lot of like old school shit. My brother was like super hardcore juggalo our whole lives. And like that was my shit. You know what I mean? Like I was into all the underground shit, I was into everything, but like shit like that was my type of music. That's what I got into. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's like with me. Like I always grew up listening to a lot of classic rock growing up, so I like love that. So I listened to a lot of heard a lot of Michael Jackson growing up, Prince, and all
Yep.
that. The
Same.
Beatles.
Yeah, no, I love Michael Jackson and Prince and James Brown. I listen to a lot of old
Me too.
funk and rock and soul and blues. I listen to a lot of shit like that. But I just listen to music all over the place. I really just like good music. You know
That's
what
how
I
I
mean?
am. I just tell people if the music's good, I'll listen to it. It doesn't matter what it is. If it sounds good and if I like it, cool.
That's what I'm saying. Like I can appreciate talent in anyone. I really like good singers. I really like good anything. You know what I mean? As long as you're talented, like the only thing I don't have a lot of likes in is country, but I feel like that's because country's just overrun with repetitive shit nowadays. Like I like older country, you know, like
That's how I am too.
Willie
I like
Nelson and shit. Yeah, you know what I mean? Well, that's because it was good. It was more like outlaw music, you know, back then. It was like they paid homage to the blues and shit that they came from, you know.
Yeah, like Johnny Cash. I love Johnny Cash.
Same. Yeah, I love Johnny Cash also. One of the first songs I did back in the day, way back in the day, I wrote it for my dad when he passed away, was a beat that was sampled to Hurt from Johnny Cash.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's so crazy when you find out the originality of where that song originated from.
It really is. It's crazy. But he took it and made it his own, and that's what happens with that shit. You know?
Yep. A lot of artists have done that. I think that happened a few times, even with Michael Jackson and stuff.
What is happening? All right. Phone just tried to post a story out of nowhere. But yeah, no. What'd you say? I'm sorry.
Oh, I said it seems like a lot of artists have done that. Like they'll like give like an artist like, oh, here, use this song and run with it and stuff.
Well, that's always music, bro. That's always what it's been. Like, whether you're sampling things from people, like a lot of people get flack for that nowadays because it's so noticeable because it's digital sampling. But like, music's always been like that. People would find songs like "You Ain't Nothing But a Hound Dog." Elvis, that was like he was like the sixth person to do that song, and he was just the one who made it big. You know what I mean? That's happened forever in music. You know,
right? I still need to watch that Elvis movie. I heard it was good.
I haven't watched it either, but I'm fucking behind on a lot of shit, dude. I'm just like working all the time.
Same here.
I'm like, no.
I know. I'll do that too, or I'll be like, okay, I'll add it to my long list.
Yeah, exactly. Like, all right, I'll put that with the other billion fucking things I have to watch.
What is like some of like your like? Let's see. What's the question? Oh, if you could like name some of like your top 5 albums that like changed your life, what are they? And it could be like so diverse. It doesn't have to be any one type.
All right, let's see. Probably Iowa from Slipknot.
Yeah.
Hell's Pit from Insane Clown Posse. See You on the Other Side from Korn.
Oh yeah.
Fuck. America's Most Wanted from Ice Cube, probably.
Classic.
And God damn, this is hard. I don't know, maybe Angelic?
Yeah, that's a good Tech Nine album. That album got me through a lot.
Same. I love that fucking album.
And then that Korn album, See You on the Other Side, that was like my middle school and high school years playing that shit like crazy.
Dude, yeah. When I got that CD, I listened to that thing back to front, fucking front to back like a million fucking times, dude.
And then of course when I was hardcore in the WWE back then, and then like one of the WWE pay-per-views actually used the song Transistor as like one of the theme songs for the pay-per-view, which was dope.
Oh, dude, I'm still a super huge wrestling fan, but yeah, that era, like Attitude Era of wrestling, had like the best playlist.
Yeah, that's one thing I loved about wrestling back in the day is like the entrance music that they would use and the music they would use like to tell the story of a wrestling rivalry and stuff.
Yeah, well, so I guess Triple H has been taking over for a long time now, so shit's supposed to be going back to like old school WWE, I guess.
Oh yeah,
But,
people have been saying there's a lot of good changes and stuff.
Oh, there has been for sure. They figured out a lot of shit that was fucked up so far, and they're like working it all out. But yeah, it's that era had the best music in wrestling, hands down.
Yep. And I always tell people, yes, Vince did a good job, but it was time for him to step down. I mean, Vince did give us a lot growing up, but it's now time for like Triple H to take over because Triple H is like very in tune with the wrestling business, and he's a very smart dude too.
Well, I mean, Vince should have stepped down like 10 years ago. Like, anyone who's been keeping up with wrestling has been watching him just fucking destroy shit for years, dude. So, like, he used to be a big part of all the storylines and a big part of what was making things interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he still thought he had that pull for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, but it's not. Just because you come out and you're the one who says we're going to do the same old bullshit we've done 5 years in a row does not make it fucking cool. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So I think any real WWE fans were well ready for that to happen.
Exactly. I was like, yes, we still thank you, Vince, for the wrestling that we grew up on as kids and stuff.
Yeah. But move the fuck on, bro, and let somebody else. Like Shawn and Triple H are gonna handle this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he knows they're going to. That's why he had no problem passing it over to them as soon as some scandal shit came up on him. I don't think he was even gonna leave if it wasn't for that.
Exactly.
So I don't know, but who knows?
Yeah, the first wrestlers I remember getting into when I started watching wrestling was very vividly Undertaker and Razor Ramon.
Fuck yeah, dude. Undertaker's my shit. I always really loved Undertaker and Kane, and then the Hardy Boys were my shit.
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah.
Like, when Matt had that feud with Edge, bro, I wanted to murder Edge as a child. I was, like, so upset. And then also Stone Cold. Stone Cold was my fucking guy.
Yeah, Stone Cold is the shit. Eddie Guerrero's my guy.
Yeah, loved Eddie Guerrero, too. Rey Mysterio, when he came on, was the shit. I don't know, but I've watched wrestling for so long, dude, that I could pick wrestlers out of like every era. You know what I mean? But
yeah, I was actually involved in the wrestling industry for a while, but I was like a senior official and stuff.
Oh fuck yeah, that's sick. For who?
It was like for a local wrestling company where I lived in Colorado. Like, our YouTube is still up. I need to go look it up. So if anyone wants to see videos of when I used to be a referee or when I used to be the cameraman or the commentator, it's up on YouTube.
Fuck yeah, look that shit up.
Yep, it's backyard wrestling, but we still like had our own wrestling ring and stuff. It was dope.
You know Jared Pleak?
Sounds familiar.
Jared Savage?
Oh yeah.
He's a wrestler and he wears an axe mask and shit.
Yeah, that dude's dope.
That's my boy, bro. He's so dope.
Yeah, I'm trying to get him on the show and have him be the very first wrestler I interview.
Oh, he'd probably be down, bro. He's a really cool guy. Fucking me and Maniac went, because like I said, we're huge wrestling fans, you know. So we saw they were coming into town, And I was like, yo, this dude's dope. He like fucking rocks the axe mask and shit. And we went down there and he like came out and was like putting it down. So we were like cheering for him and shit. I got a shirt or whatever, just like showing love, you know what I mean? And like halfway through the fucking shit, he came up to us and he was like, what are you guys doing? And we were like, I don't know, chilling. Just we came to see you, but that already happened. And he was like, all right, well, I'm gonna go in the back and change, and then we can go do whatever. So we like went back to Maniac's house and fucking smoked and ate, chilled and stuff. So yeah, he's a cool fucking dude, man. He's a homie for sure.
Yeah, I would definitely love to get him on the show.
Yeah, I'm like I said, just hit him up. I'm sure he'd be down.
I just realized he wouldn't be the first wrestler I interviewed. I interviewed the Rude Boy.
Oh, there you go. That's sick, dude.
Yeah, that's a good episode. I'll have to send it to you.
That's a good first wrestler to interview, I feel like. You know?
Exactly.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad to start it off.
Oh, yeah, and we have some comments in the chat for you. Hell yeah.
God, Gruesome is the dopest man I've seen right now. Appreciate you, bro. Yeah, Loki's got fire shit too, dude. He's murders it with the man shit. But
yeah, his masks are dope. Just his designs are dope, and he's constantly putting that work. And he's like been in the industry for so many years.
But yeah, no, I really appreciate that shit. I put a lot of fucking time into making my mask look like crazy.
Hell, even if your mask designer would like to come on the show, I'd be down to interview him.
He's from the Philippines. So I could talk to him and see if he'd be down. I don't know how good his English is, like just speaking face to face.
Yeah.
But I could hit him up and see if he'd be down or not.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, Ron's the shit.
And then if you can remember growing up, what's the first album you remember buying with your own money?
Probably See You on the Other Side.
Oh yeah.
That was like, that was like the first one I went and bought. Like I used to fucking just pirate hella.
Mm-hmm.
It was back when LimeWire was popping.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
You know? So, but yeah, then I probably that and Iowa. I bought the Great Milenko when I was a kid. Yeah, those are probably some of the first ones that I went out and like bought my own.
And then one thing we always ask our guests is like, how would you describe like the music scene like in your area, like Reno or the state of Nevada as a whole?
Underground wise, it's kind of shitty. Like everyone has their own little beefs with each other or whatever, so it's like the underground scene is not at all what it used to be out here. But like the metal scene's pretty big, and Bay Area shit is really big, and like newer shit. I mean, like Capello and SOBRB, like a lot of newer Bay shit is like really big out here. So shit like that. I'm kind of just, it's like a party college town. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, I don't know, not the biggest scene for, like nobody gives a fuck about local shit really. Because it's like a big casino town. You know what I mean? Or not even local shit, just like things that aren't like huge. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's like with down here in Florida, like Scum told me when I moved down here to Florida, he's like, bro, you need to revitalize the scene down there in Florida. I'm like, will do.
Yeah, I bet. See, and that's because that's like a booming metropolitan place. So they want to go see like artists that are huge and they know it's going to be like a huge fucking party concert. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like for some reason in Denver, like the underground scene is like very tight knit. Everyone's all cool. People don't like have egos. People like help build each other up, and that's why here on the Hours of Chaos podcast we promote that hashtag underground unity.
Yeah, every time I've done a show in Denver, it's fire. I've never had a problem with the only time I've had a problem in Denver is with a venue. That's like all the fans have always been super fucking dope.
Yeah, what is actually some of your favorite cities to perform at?
Seattle's fucking fire. Denver, had a lot of fun in Denver. Um, Idaho's cool. Idaho has a pretty big underground scene out of nowhere.
Oh yeah.
A lot of places I haven't been that I want to go also. So we'll see. But those are some of my favorite ones that I've been to so far.
And then what are some like good like restaurants like when you've gone on tour like that you like recommend people like to try and stuff like for the other cities or states you've been in?
Fuck. So a lot of the time I was pissed off because the people I was riding with just wanted to eat like Jack in the Box and shit all the time, and it was like making me upset. But there's this one place in Vegas and in LA called Dirt Dog, and they're like, it's so I got a fucking elote hot dog. It was like a chorizo hot dog with elote and like hot Cheeto dust and like all the elote shit on the top of it. And then I got fucking deep fried Oreos with horchata whipped cream.
Fuck yeah.
It was ridiculous. But yeah, that place is fucking good as fuck. I go to a lot of like casino steakhouses a lot of the time if I'm trying to eat somewhere fancy. When we were in LA, there was this one place that was like famous on Instagram for doing video tacos. They were like a fucking taco truck. I can't remember what their name is.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. I can't think of it, but I do follow them. And every time I see their videos, I'm like, oh my God, that looks good.
Dude, we went there and then we got hella shit and the DJ went there again the next day. I was like, you're not full of that? And he was like, nah, bro, she's fire. But yeah, no, that was fucking good. But yeah, Dirt Dog's the one thing that like really pops out in my head. That shit was smack.
Yeah, there's a lot of good like restaurants down here in Florida where I live. Like there's a lot of good taco trucks. There's a lot of good Cuban restaurants.
Yep. That's one thing that's cool about here is like the nightlife's pretty popping. So there's a lot of like food trucks and shit like that all over.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Denver's got some very good food, especially when it comes to Mexican food.
Yeah, we have some fucking good Mexican food out here too, for sure. Especially being so close to California.
Oh yeah, and what is like some of like your favorite like foods of all time that you can never get tired of? Like me, like country-wise, it's number one is Mexican, second is Greek, then Asian, and then Italian.
I'd probably say number one is Indian. I fucking love curry and naan bread and shit. Like I could eat that all day, every fucking day. Second, probably Mexican. I ate a lot of tacos and shit like that. And then I eat a lot of like pizza and like probably Italian. It would probably be Indian, Mexican, and Italian.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if you're ever in Colorado, I definitely gotta take you to some places like in Colorado or basically down here in Florida.
No, I got you, homie. It's rough because a lot of the time we came out there was for EJ, with him passing, it's kind of bittersweet, but I'm sure we'll be out there soon for more shows and stuff.
And I'm actually planning on putting like together an annual event. So if you would be down to perform that, I'll let you know. And what it's going to be like an annual event. And every year is going to be like donated to some type of charity, everything. So it's just going to always be like for a good cause. And it's going to be called like Karma Fest.
Yeah, most definitely, homie. I would be down. We just have to figure out travel and all that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'd be down for sure.
Because a lot of the artists I talk to, they're like, oh, it's for a good cause. Then fuck yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I probably wouldn't. If it's for something like that, I probably wouldn't charge you for the performance. I'd probably just, cover travel and hotel and be straight.
Yeah, like 1 year would probably be for like homelessness. 1 year might be like toys for tots, like for kids around the holiday season.
Yeah, no, I love doing shit like that. So yeah, I would definitely be down to like donate my time.
And who like it's got like your attention like like in like the underground or music in general, where you're like, wow, that person is just killing it. Like it could even be more than one person that's got your attention.
Right now, Sky Swamp Orange is super fucking fire. I love everything they put out. Stray and Novels are the homies. But yeah, even before we were friends and was like doing shit together, I really dig their style. Cause like I said, I grew up on new metal type shit. So they're like fucking killing that wave. So yeah, they're one person in the underground. They're one band in the underground right now that really fucking stands out to me. Fams and the Hooligans are fucking chilling. They're the homies, and I fucking really dig their music. Fams killed it on my self-titled album. And probably like Donnie Menace, Cody Manson, Hex is fucking super dope.
Oh yeah.
There's a lot of people. I feel like there's a lot of like talent in the underground right now that is shining through, and it makes me feel good.
I know it makes me feel good that a lot of these artists are getting their shine. And when I know a lot of those artists, I just feel like a proud parent. I'm like, yes, good job.
And it's cool that I'm like in the same in the same generation as these people. You know what I mean? Whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Like underground artists. It's cool that I'm considered equals with them. I guess you know what I mean.
Well, and I think a great thing is when Jay was on No Jumper, he said we got to start like helping put out this next generation of artists that are going to carry this.
Well, that's the thing, bro. You know what I mean? They can't do it forever.
Exactly, and like he said we got to be teachers to these artists too.
By the way, can I just sidetrack off of that and be like, why the fuck did they cancel the Shaggy and the Creep show though?
I don't know neither, but I'm also okay. If apparently there's no ill will, I'm like, okay, good.
No ill will. I don't give a fuck about that, bro. I loved watching that shit. That
Me
bums
too.
me out.
I thought that was a good show too, and if you like,
I'm glad y'all don't want to fight each other or whatever, but the show's still ending. Like that's whack, you know?
Yeah, I loved watching that. Like my intro was actually a shout out that they gave my show. Like if you watch the intro to the show, they both like give me a shout out on one of their streams.
That's fucking dope. Yeah, I watched a bunch of like all the Shaggy and the Creep episodes, so that fucking bums me out. But I don't know. Hopefully they'll be working together on the Shaggy show.
Exactly. And all the times I've talked with Keegan, he's like mad chill and stuff.
Yeah, yeah, we saw him at Gorefest, and he seemed like a really nice guy. So it kind of sucks, but I don't know. Like I said, like they said, I guess if they've just been planning to do it the whole time or whatever, but it's like whack that you wouldn't do this thing that you built a whole fan base for anymore at all. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
But whatever. Hopefully it's something better.
Ooh, we have Chuckles in the chat.
Hey, that's my boy. That's my dude. Yeah, our song together is fire too.
Yeah, we've had Chuckles on the show. He's very phenomenal.
He's a really good guy. He has love for a lot of people in the underground. So a lot of people have love for him.
And I'm glad to see like a lot of these like underground acts like blowing up. Like, you know, we had like Wicked Wood. I watched those dudes like perform just parking lot shows at the Gathering to little stages at the Gathering to second stage. And then this year they played main stage. I'm like, now that's working. That's a lot of y'all need to use that as an example.
And that's one thing I thought was cool. Like, you know, if they're not able to have the biggest lineup they've ever had or whatever, it was cool that they actually reached out and showed people love that like have been showing them love. I saw a lot of people on their stages that were like a lot of homies of mine, you know what I'm saying? So it was dope.
I know, and I told people that's what the Gathering's supposed to be. I'm like, yes, there's going to be some of those big name acts, but it's also dedication to the underground and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, but I don't know, man. People are always going to have something to fucking bitch about. Like, people were bitching back in the day when the lineups were fire as fuck. So it is what it is. You know?
Exactly. I tell people if you want to go to an event that's all dedicated to the underground, go to Gorefest in Denver.
Gorefest was fire. I had super fucking fun at Gorefest.
Oh yeah, it's so hard to believe that's been going on for 16 years.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy.
I've been following LSP since they came out like in 2000, so I've watched them grow from like this little local Denver-based label to the international label that's well known now by everyone.
Yeah, that's fucking sick. Yeah, I think my homie Maniac, way back in the day, showed me like Insane Poetry and Scum and like Dark Half.
Yes, Dark Half is the shit. Gino just had that unique voice.
Dude, Gino's another huge inspiration for me, especially in a lot of my singing stuff. But yeah, I have Gino fucking tattooed on me.
Yeah.
So,
All the
yeah.
times I've talked with Gino and Damian Quinn back in the day, phenomenal dudes.
I just chopped it up with Damian Quinn for the first time at Gorefest. He's a fucking really, really cool dude. He like really showed us a lot of support. It was fucking crazy.
Yeah. I always
His
tell people
wife's
like,
really nice too. I was just in the back smoking blunts with him and his wife like the whole time.
hell yeah. Like there's just something about like Gino's voice. Like everyone has that unique sound, like where you recognize their voice or where you recognize them for chorus. Back in the 90s and 2000s, you had Nate Dogg, and then for Tech Nine, you had like Chris Calico. For ICP, you had like Legs Diamond, and then for some people in the underground, you had, of course, Damien, or you had, Gino.
Gino's. I don't know, man. I still haven't seen somebody who is like him.
He was very unique.
Yeah, and I love artists like that. I love people that are like themselves so much as to where other people are like, well, you sound like this guy. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
That's what I try to do with my own shit.
And who are actually some acts that you haven't worked with that you would actually really love to work with? Like I tell people, I think anything is possible these days, even if people, because I think a lot of people are more approachable now, which is good.
I really want to do a song. Like a lot of the people that I want to do songs with are like ridiculously out there. You know,
It's okay. Nothing's wrong with that.
I don't know. I want to do a song with like Shakewell.
Fuck
I don't
yeah.
know if you know who he is, but like Shakewell, Ramirez would be super sick. A Corn feature would be fucking fire.
Fuck yeah.
I'm a huge him fan, so like Villavalo would be super sick. He's been making a lot of music again lately.
Mm-hmm. That
dope. Would be cool. Homie from Deftones has a new fucking band. He's been making new music lately. That would be sick to work with him. But yeah, I don't know. A lot of the people that I want to work with are just way out there. Because like I said, a lot of people that I have a lot of respect for in the underground I've worked with.
Mm-hmm.
And anyone else, like I've said before, I really like things to happen naturally. I don't like to like hound people for features. You know what I mean? Like,
hell yeah.
I kind of like people to hit me up or a fan tags us in a post and it's like, you guys should work together and we hit each other up or, you know, just like some natural shit like that. I really like my features. I really like my features to be kind of us showing love to each other, like,
oh yeah,
naturally, you know.
Exactly. I like when even two artists of different genres can come together and make like a beautiful song.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's the thing, like Renegade Darko. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you've heard that song off my album, but I'm getting a lot of fucking love on that song lately. And it's like that. Like Stu is completely different from the music I make. But he fucking murdered that hook.
Fuck yeah.
So yeah, I love shit like that. I love things that take me out of my element, you know.
Oh,
but I feel like that everything has my vibe. Even though it's different, it's still like my vibe, you know.
Oh yeah. And is there like any shout outs you want to like give to anyone? Of course, you can also plug in your stuff. Like we do have your links down in the description to help you out too.
Fuck yeah, sick. Yeah, dude. Shout out Cerberus Click, my fucking brothers. That's really all I give a fuck about for the most part. Um, check out our fucking music. Check out our merch. We're cerberusclick.com, .gruesome.com. Anywhere you listen to music, if you search .gruesome, Cerberus Click, or Iltrix, you'll find my music. .gruesome is all my solo shit and where you'll find a lot of my stuff. But yeah, shout out to my brothers. Shout out to everybody who fucking rides with us. Shout out to everybody who pre-order my album, everybody who listens to my shit, everybody who got a Cerberus Click tattoo, everybody who rides with us. I can't thank y'all enough. Shit's crazy to see the fucking amount of like love we have already. So yeah, man. Shout out y'all. And keep your eyes open. There's a lot of shit dropping in the next fucking 7 months.
Oh yeah, and you're always welcome back on the show anytime, man. You want to come on and promote something, just let me know and I'll book a spot for you. Or any of the other guys want to come on the show, just have them hit me up.
Most definitely, my brother. Sounds like a plan.
Hell yeah, you have a great night, man.
You too, my man. I appreciate you having me on, brother.
Hell yeah, and if you want to like send something here in the show, like for a future giveaway or as a thank you for being on the show, just let me know.
Yeah, I bet. I'll probably do that next time. Next time we come on, we'll probably send a little bundle or whatever to do a giveaway or some shit.
Hell yeah, y'all keep up the great work, and you guys definitely got our support here on the Hours of Chaos.
Most definitely, my brother. Can't thank you enough, homie. Cerberus or die slow.
Hell yeah. Later,
Have a
man.
good night, dude.
And that was Doc Gruesome, y'all. Another phenomenal interview. Fuck yeah. You guys don't know about Doc Gruesome? You really should. And that's what we do here on the Hours of Chaos podcast. We're all about positivity, hashtag underground unity. What's up, Shanzi? And yeah, Nightbot. Shut up, Nightbot. Yeah, Nightbot is a dumb AI. Everyone say F you, Nightbot. He talked about it towards the beginning of the interview, Mr. E. But yeah, definitely go check it out. Check out Doc Gruesome. Check out the rest of his clique. Very dope dudes. I like how there's these very dope roster of artists that are like coming out. I think that's dope. And I like when all these artists of different camps are working together. Which you guys remember at first there was people not working together because of camps that people were on. And I think that shit is stupid. Here, we don't care what label you're on. Your music's dope. Your music's dope. We love what you and your clique are doing. Hell yeah. Hashtag underground unity. And yeah. We are going to touch on some topics. And then we are going to go ahead and get out of here. So, yeah. Let's pull it up. As many you go, the 15th annual Axmas is going down in Plymouth, Ohio. So if you guys are in the area and you want to go see AXE for Christmas, go ahead and do it. That's a very great show. My question is, where is Woe the Weeping Weirdo? My question is, was this EP pushed back because of the situation that happened? I'm hearing there were like misprints. What do you guys think? And do you think it's still coming? And if so, when do you think it is? Like, I was hearing that there was like maybe like a lot of like misprints. A lot of people are saying the situation that happened is why. What do you guys think? Exactly. Yeah. A lot of them never really came out on time. I think the only one that really came out on time was the one that came out. Actually, what I remember, the two first seeds came out on time because they both were released. Yeah, Vic was late. You're right. Pug Ugly came out at the gathering. You're right. Wicked Vic was late from what I remember seeing. Or they were on time. I don't know. From what I remember hearing, that Pug Ugly did come out on time because I got my copy from the homie who got it for me at the gathering this past year. Yeah, eventually when Woe comes out, I'm going to do like a full-on individual review of each of the seeds of Yum Yum, and then I will do a review in general altogether where I rank all the seeds and all that good happy jazz and debauchery, y'all. Hey. Yeah, when I get a chance to, when Woe does come out, I am going to do a video individually reviewing each seeds, and then I'll do like a video ranking the seeds. So if anyone maybe wants to join in on me on that, just let me know. And then when it gets time for like the 6 Jokers card of the second deck, I will rank the whole Yum Yum era as a whole, where I review Yum Yum's lore and whatnot. Because, yeah, I do also have... There's some ranking videos that I plan to do. Like, you guys know, a few years ago when a lot of us in the YJC were, like, ranking the Joker cards? I do have plans to do a new ranking of that, an updated version. We'll see if it changed. I do have plans to do a video ranking the elements of Ouija Max elemental releases. I do have plans to do that. I actually have plans to do that with Beneath the Dirt. And then Lady Chaos will probably join too if she wants to. But yeah, I have plans to... There's a lot of like video ideas I have planned to do. Like, there's a lot of video ideas and stream ideas that I just are running through my head that I have to like make a list on. Yeah. But I do have plans to do more collaborative work with other people. You know, sometimes you just got to kick in the door. If people aren't going to approach you to do stuff, you got to just approach them sometimes. You guys know me. I'm approachable. I've said that many times. I'm very approachable. Anywho, what other topics do we have? Tomorrow, Scythe the Gang is dropping their newest single, Gun Bang. It actually did drop today, apparently. I mean, I heard the track. Shouts to King Zab, who's been on the Hours of Chaos podcast. Shouts to the Zab Show. We basically have had almost all of Scythe the Gang 666 on the show. We've had Maisie on the show. And yeah. What else do we have? Jay Reno has an album coming out called Blood, Guts, and Boom Bap, which shouts to Jay Reno. Very dope. Another very legendary artist in this underground wicked shit scene, horrorcore. Jay Reno is dope. He has a new album out, and there are physical copies available. Hard copies are shipping. So if you guys want to get a hard copy of that new Jay Reno album, go ahead and do it. Go ahead and order it. But yes, Shaggy and the Creep, sadly, is no more. But you know, Keegan did come on one of his streams the other night, and here's just some of the key things he talked about. Because, you know, people like to cause controversy and stir the shit pot very much in this underground juggalo scene. Fuck that shit. Underground unity. What else do we got going down? We have the first ever annual Monstar Christmas going down, which is a toy drive for the less fortunate. So it's going to be a charity show. So, you know, it has performances by pretty much everyone at Monstar Entertainment, from Light to Project Born to Straight Jacket to my dude Schizo. So if you guys are in the area, it's December 16th. And yeah. Hashtag Underground Unity. I want to see that in the chat, y'all. Also, Stevie Stone is actually doing a show, which looks very dope. If you guys have never seen Stevie Stone or you've never heard Stevie Stone's music, Stevie Stone, in my opinion, is very underrated. He's a very underrated rapper. He is. Very underrated. Seen him live, and he's so dope live. Yeah, Stevie Stone is definitely someone I want to get on the Hours of Chaos podcast. Stevie Stone is fire. What else do we got? You have Dropout Kings performing on Monday, November 28th. And I believe it's in Ohio. But you have Cody Manson, the homie Cody Manson, opening up for Dropout Kings, the legendary Dropout Kings. And Cody Manson is going to be doing a metal set for this show, which seems very dope. You know, Cody Manson, Trife Life, y'all. LSP. Also, shout outs to my dudes, Dead Camp. They have a new release out. I actually have a video or stream for Dead Camp in the works that I'm working on. I want to make sure the video is perfect. I don't know if I want to do it in a video format or a live stream format. But either way, I'm going to do a nice Dead Camp video where I review all their music, and it's going to be a whole live stream or video about my dude's Dead Camp and how you guys need to really check them out. So they're phenomenal. Shout outs to Tom Wood, who signed a deal for like making mask designs for Spirit Halloween. That is still dope. Congrats to Tom Wood on that. Also, Twisted is going on tour for the second leg of the Certified Psychos tour, which is Twisted, Blaze, ABK, and the homie Cody Manson are performing. So if you guys missed the first leg, definitely go here. I'm especially excited to go to see the homie Cody Manson, because you guys have not seen Cody Manson live. You really should. And also coming very soon is Ouija Mac's latest collab, the release, known as Problem Child. Hopefully you guys got your pre-orders in, whether you just ordered the CD or the bundles. I just so happened I ordered a CD and hoodie bundles. I got Lady Chaos a CD and a hoodie, and then I ordered a CD and a hoodie. But we ordered opposite hoodies. She got the red hoodie with this on it, and then I ordered the black one, the black and red one. Where hers is going to be red and the other stuff's going to be black. I just love that logo. All I got to say, babe, if you're still in the chat, which I know you are, it's going to be funny watching people's expressions, seeing us wear these in public. All I got to say, it's going to be funny, and then have it say Problem Child. Problem Children on the back. That's going to be funny. It's just going to be funny to see people's reactions, especially down here. It's going to be like, what the fuck? I believe it is from the actual Problem Child movie, Shanzi. I think you're right. I couldn't pinpoint where that was from. Me and Amanda were trying to figure out where that was from. We're like, where have I seen that image before? I believe it is. I think I have seen Problem Child. I believe so. But yeah, now when you say that, Shanzi, isn't that from the movie Problem Child? I think it is. I believe so. Apparently, there's this new horror movie out that me and Lady Chaos are going to watch tonight. What is it called, babe? I heard it's a very fucked up horror movie. Like, people told me it's very fucked up. Yeah, well, a lot of the juggalos are also hiding down here in Florida, babe. It's like people told me the juggalo and underground scene used to be pretty big and popping down here in Florida from like 99 to 2012. And then for some reason in 2012, bam. Snatched. Oh, Smile, that's what it's called. So yeah, we're definitely going to watch that movie Smile. We're probably also going to go see the new Black Panther Wakanda Forever this weekend, if it's playing in any of the drive-ins, because apparently down here in Florida, where in most other states when it gets colder, down here apparently in Florida, the drive-in is open all year round, so we're probably going to go see the new Black Panther in the drive-in. The new Black Panther looks bad? I think it looks dope. But apparently I've been hearing great things about the new Black Panther. I'm hearing it was a great homage to Chadwick Boseman. That's just what I'm hearing. That's a great homage to him, and the movie puts you in the feels. That's all I hear, is that the movie will put you in the feels, and it pays very great tribute to Chadwick Boseman, who, you know, unfortunately passed away a few years ago. But yeah, we're going to watch Smile tonight. I don't know what streaming things it's on, so let us know what streaming things it's on. And they said, just like from what I've heard, like watching spoiler reviews from the movie, people say it's a great homage to Chadwick Boseman, and it's like a passing of the mantle to where King T'Challa, you know, the character that he played, Black Panther, and it's the mantle of the Black Panther mantle getting passed down from him to now his sister. Which, if you're into Marvel, you understand there is a point in the Marvel comics where Black Panther's sister eventually does take up the role of the Black Panther in the comics even. So, yeah. What's up, Lakeland? Lakeland in the chat. Yeah, me and Lakeland and Lady Chaos are probably going to go hit up that Certified Psychos tour. Hell yeah. Especially to see the homie Cody Manson. Fuck yeah. And it's cool because apparently Twisted's performing on this tour a lot of their classic old shit. Yeah. What's your point, Shanzi? I love you. Enjoy your weekend. Oh, you got Lady Chaos laughing now, Shanzi. All I gotta say is, cheers, donations. All I gotta say, y'all, is when y'all do start sending super chats, yeah, there's gonna be a funny clip that plays. Just saying. If you guys want to watch some funny shit, go watch this dude that does an impersonation of Elmo on, like, Instagram. Funny ass shit. Oh my god. Hey, you! Fold the laundry. It's in the fucking basket. Yeah. Anywho. So, yeah. We are going to go ahead and watch this movie, Smile, if we can find it on any of the streaming services. Because we're hearing it's all sorts of fucked up, so be the judge of that. Lately, me and Amanda Panda have been watching a lot of paranormal type videos, and we're like, oh, fuck. So, yeah. You guys already know who I am. I am Mr. D to the O to the N to the C to the H to the A to the O to the S, your friendly neighborhood JUWGALO, the Carbon Millionaire. If you don't know, now you know. And if you still don't know, yep. So yeah. Oh, and our guest for next week on the Hours of Chaos podcast, y'all. Drum roll, please. Let me pull up the flyer. Hold up. Where the fuck is it? There it is. Let me pull it up. Hold up. Oh. Hold on. No. There it is. Okay. Our guest for the Hours of Chaos podcast next Thursday, drum roll, yes, that is right, the Hatchet Man Project is joining us next week on the Hours of Chaos podcast. And they have a lot of dope stuff that they are going to drop and talk about exclusively next week. Yeah. So, yeah, that's going to be a very great interview. Again, thank you, Doc Gruesome, for coming on the show. Again, he's always welcome on the show. Or if anyone in the Severus clique wants to come on the show, y'all are down. Our guests are always down to always come back on the show. Yeah. So, you guys have a good night. Love you guys. Hashtag Underground Unity. I want to see that in the chat. Hashtag Underground Unity. Fuck that divide shit. Yeah. We all about positivity here. Y'all are awesome. Unity, y'all. Underground Unity. Woo. Later, y'all.